One thing you're thankful for. One thing you need to let go of. What do you need to let go of to be the leader that God has created you to be? And the last thing to ask yourself before you open your eyes and take a deep breath is, how do you want to show up today? How do you want to show up for this time that we have together? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Okay. How does that feel? Good. So why do you think we did this? It's to have an open mind, but so often as leaders, because things are like this. We're always connected. We're always moving, right? We're always thinking about stuff. We're always like, this is the next thing, this is the next thing. All successful leaders take time to center themselves. You have to take time to center yourself, right? There's this thing about focus and intentionality, right? That you try to clear your mind, right? And in doing this, so every day, for a minimum, I do this for 20 minutes. Every morning, 20 minutes. And it's not about me asking for anything, it's just about me beginning to kind of center myself into my day. Right? And what I want to do then is, after I do that, I said, okay, what are those things I'm thankful for? 3 things. Always. 3 things that I'm thankful for. So no matter what is going on, no matter what I'm feeling, it's like, okay, what are those things that I'm thankful for? Right? Then the next thing is, I just began to say, okay, what are those things I have to let go of? There's some stuff sometimes that I have to let go of, because sometimes things that you're holding on to can get in the way of you being who God has created you to be, who you're purposed to be, and who you're meant to be for that day and for your life. And so some things you have to say, okay, what is it that I need to let go of? Right? It's some things that say, you know what? Help me to let go of this. I need to release this. It may be a mindset. It may be a thought. It may be a feeling that I have towards something. It may be something that happened to me and I keep bringing it up. It may be somebody did me wrong. Something. And I have to say, okay, for me to move on, I got to be ready to let this go. So what is that you need to let go of? And then the other piece is, I said, okay, God, I'm committed to what are you committed to doing? Because a lot of people talk about stuff they want to do, stuff they're thinking about doing. The question is, what are you committed to doing? And I said, today I'm committed to. That means these are the things I'm trying to take action on today. And then the next piece is, I'm like, okay, help me to see. Help me to look for the God in somebody else and help others to see the God in me, right? Let's look for the light. So instead of looking for the worst in each other, let's look for the best in each other. Let's look for the best in ourselves. Let's look for the best in each other. And that's one of the things that we try to do. And then the main thing is to be present. And that's why you take a moment to breathe. Whenever you feeling like distracted, you feel like a lot is going on, you feeling hurried, take a moment to breathe. And if you can take a moment to breathe, that can help you to kind of bring that thing down. Right? So before you go into a moment, before you do something, before you just react, take that moment to And sometimes stuff is running through your mind. Just let it go. Let it come. Let it go. And if you just do that for a couple minutes and you build up. So I'll do it as long for like an hour or 2. Sometimes I'll do weekend retreats that's quiet. No noise. Silent retreats. So nobody's talking to me. I'm not talking. And I'll do that. I can go right over to Richmond Hill, get a room, and for a weekend, none. Just to allow myself to. And leaders have to do that. Especially if you want to do great things. If you think it's small and doing small stuff, guess what? You don't need time to whatever, but when big things are happening, big things are being born inside of you, it's important to have that time, that quiet time. That quiet time is that creative time. That creative time for guess what? For magical things to happen. For amazing things to happen. For them to be born is for you to have that time. Not when you're dealing with other people's thoughts, right? other people's thoughts, other people's ideas can disrupt you sometimes from being who you are called and created to be. And that's why you take a moment just to pause. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. Did anybody feel uncomfortable? Everybody was good with that. And see, that's good. Because sometimes people are uncomfortable with silence. I used to be uncomfortable with silence. When I was in college, when I was at James Madison, I had everything on. I would have the TV on, I had the radio on. Sometimes I sleep with earphones. And those are other people's ideas, other people's thoughts just constantly bombarding. So I couldn't, my own thoughts were getting choked out. My own ideas, because I'm listening to other people's beats. I'm listening to other people, everything. Other people's words. And I had to learn later. It's like, wait a minute. And then I discovered some amazing stuff about myself. So take a time to, guess what? Breathe. And then breathing before you ask for anything. Give thanks. Understand what you want to let go of. Understand what you want to commit to. And understand how you want to be able to look for in others and allow others to see in you the light. Right? And leaders have to do that. Now, any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. So I got a quick exercise that I want to do. I have this thing called the playlist or the soundtrack, right? And so as a leader, this is what I want everybody to do. Y'all can break down into groups of 3. Everyone is going to pick a song that describes who you are as a leader. Pick a song that's going to describe who you are as a leader. And then I want you all to share that with each other. Right? So you all can break into groups. We can take, can we take 10 minutes?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So 10 minutes for everyone. And then what I want you to do is bring one song back to the group. Then y'all decide what one song y'all want to bring back to the group. Because our goal is we want to be able to create a playlist. Right? Out of all of you all coming together, everybody's going to be able to share a song with the group. But then the group bring back one song. And so then that means it should be about 10 songs that's coming back to the group. I think it's 30 people in here, about 30 people. So there's 30 songs that's describing your leadership style. What everybody's going to do, every group of 3 is going to bring back one song that you say, this is the song. If this is the song that we want to speak for us, this is going to be the song. And then we want to create a playlist, and then you all want to select those 1 or 2 songs that you all want to play tonight. Right? Y'all want to? Okay, let me give y'all an idea here. So this is like my song right here. This is my song. This is my see. Don't let the rhyme get you. Know that.
Don't let the rap get you.
Huh? What y'all know about Eric being Rakim? Yep. Oh! All right, I could. But now, that's the whole idea of what? Thinking of a master plan. Nothing but sweat inside my hand. Right? Dig into my pocket, all my money spent. Dig deeper, still coming up with land. So I start my mission, leave my residence. Thinking how we get some dead president. This whole idea of one, you gotta have and the reason that's as a leader, because you gotta have a plan. Right. You got to have a plan. And what's your plan? And see, that's why I think about that. I have to think about that. So you know what? I can have dreams, I can have ideas, but if I don't have a plan, guess what? It don't mean nothing. I can look at my reality, dig into my pocket, all my money spent, dig deeper, still coming up with less. So I what? Start my mission. What's your mission? Purpose. Leave my residence thinking how I can what? Get some dead presidents. You're talking about business. There's an economic reality in which we're dealing with. So that's why when I listen to it, it means something to me. It's not just me with the beat. It has purpose. Right? So y'all get it?
Yes.
10 minutes. Go get it.
Hey, get the ox cord.
Go get it. Go get it.
Get the ox cord. Huh? I don't know. Somebody had one outside today.
Let's go get it.
You got it?
We're going to come back. It is 6:25. By 6:35, we circling back. Y'all bring y'all one song. On your head. All right, God bless you. God bless you. Y'all got to send me some of that. Y'all got to send me some of that. Y'all, you know. Is this what you looking for? Is this
Absolutely,
okay?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
I want you to do you.
Oh, I'm gonna do me, but I just want to make sure.
You know.
I want to make sure though it's applicable and relevant.
It
to
absolutely is. It is. It is. They need it. So what I'm gonna do is come back after they do their playlist, so we don't kill the battery because we gotta have more room. So I'll come back after they get their playlist. Look at them in it, in it.
Yeah, just fine.
Say hey to the people, Maestro.
Excuses, no days off.
Say hey to the people.
What you say?
I said say hey to the people.
What's good? What's up, y'all?
I'll be back in about 5 minutes when they actually come up with their playlist.